Another day and another weekly shop at my favourite store, Lidl or Lidl, which is right next door to a Tesco Extra. One day I need to take a camera into that Tesco's because it is a rip-off with the deals that they've got. So I don't know how many thousands of pounds that Tesco's have lost over me over the last few years by not being transparent with their pricing. Anyway, I've got a week load of stuff. The thing I've gone and forgotten to buy is I need some streaky bacon. I've got a new pigs in blanket recipe that's really unusual that I've seen people doing on TikTok, which I'm going to attempt to do. So that'll come up in a couple of days. So I'm going to do tonight we're having a Chinese black bean sauce with noodles, etc. for tea, and then I'm going to prep up a slow cooked stew for tomorrow, which I'm going to do this afternoon, because today I'm pretty well caught up with everything. I'm going to have a bit of a strange one. It's all caught up. I have got some product reviews I need to do, but I'm going to get my head on and get them done probably tomorrow. I need a couple of hours to work out a couple of those. And I'm going to get back now. I think I'm going to give Rasha, get everything in the fridge, in the cupboards, and go and give Rasha a little leg stretch. Nice holly and berries. And you can hear the bird song. This hedge here used to be right over the pavement, all here. You can hear all the birds in here. There's loads of birds. And I can't remember how old I was. I bought a paperback book. It was something like 100 Ways to Earn £5 as a teenager. Me and Paul, my cousin, once we took on the task of cutting this hedge with hand cutters for a £5, I think it was, which was a lot of money back then. And it took about a week to try and tame it. But that hedge is absolutely alive with bird life. It's been there for many years. You hear them all. Full of sparrows and starlings and other birds. Right, I'm just going to take you up here and I'm going to ask you some questions in a minute that I'm sure everybody's going to have something to say if you're able to comment. Let me just get to the top of this road here. So I'm walking Rasha, in case you're wondering why I'm out. Let's just walk up here. So, in recent years, as some of you will know, I have worked and lived in Northumberland, West Wales, Somerset, the Lake District, and Lincolnshire. And all roads have a problem from time to time with potholes. And I actually live in a place called Trafford, which is just outside Manchester. And Lincolnshire has some problems with potholes, mainly on some back lanes. But it's due to subsidence of the land that's been drained over the years. So some of the back lanes in Lincolnshire are appalling, not good at all. Have you noticed where you live, quite often, about this time of year now, as you come into December, and especially January, all of a sudden, in your local newspaper or Facebook groups or whatever, your local authority seems to find some money, especially when you start coming into the local elections, seems to find some money to start to fix potholes. Back in a moment. Every time I get the camera out, Rasha has a poo. So Rasha has, Rasha, your local authorities seem to find some money, especially, come here Rasha, this way, especially this time of year and going into the new year, to fix potholes. And then you'll often see a headline going, blah 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 council have found £2.5 million to fix blah 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 potholes. And the reason being is that gives them a title for their political newspapers, and propaganda that they're going to put out for the local elections in May. We may have a general election in May, possibly also as well. but primarily it's because the local authority this time of year now find out if they've got a surplus and underspend, and then they need to spend that money. So this road I'm on here, it's called Grove Lane, and it's a main road. It's a busy road, very busy road, and the whole road is just crumbling. So you won't be able to see on the camera here, but you'll see these cars here all trying to avoid the potholes on this road. I'm just going to go around the corner, and then we'll cross over in a minute. Rasha's getting a bit confused. So you probably won't be able to see too clearly how bad this road is, but the tarmac is right up, and then there's something like the council will only class it as being a pothole if it's something, I don't know, 6 inches deep or whatever. But when it's my time on the local authority as a councillor, potholes were often a regular topic on the doorstep and in the local news. And hang on a minute, I'm just going to have to stop because Rash is having a bit of a pulley. I don't know what she's got, the scent of something. What have you got the scent of, Rash? She's currently taking me for a walk. I don't know what she's doing. Right, we'll walk up here a minute. I'll come back to these potholes. We'll have a walk back up this road in a minute. I need to show you something which you may find interesting. Again, you may not. Anyway, so this road here is absolutely appalling, the state of it, as are many of the roads in Trafford. And I'd go as far as saying that the roads in Trafford are possibly the worst roads that I've ever personally ever seen. And when the council come along and they fix the potholes, they tend to be often just a temporary fix. But we questioned some top guys from highways years back. Why do we get potholes, and especially after bad weather? So when it's been raining, and especially if we get frost, all the potholes that have been filled in pop out. And we were told, and I said, well, why doesn't this happen in other cold countries? I don't know, Scandinavia or Sweden or Switzerland. Why does it not happen in other countries? And the explanation we were given is the tarmac that they use for the roads is a different formula to the tarmac we have in the UK. And basically, it has the equivalent of, in inverted commas, an antifreeze in it. So when you get the bad, cold, icy weather, the moment the water expands and the potholes all pop out, and you know where you are, the roads are all going to start crumbling when you've had an icy spell. And the authorities in the UK, because of the extra, whatever it is, couple of pence per kilo in weight, won't go to the expense of the high grade, different kind of tarmac, what they have in the colder countries. So you probably never knew that. How true it is, don't ask me, but that came from a highways person who was at a meeting talking about potholes. Right, I'm going to walk up here now, and this is an estate. We nicknamed it the Wimpy Estate. It was Wimpy Homes. It was built, well, I can remember it being built. All these houses, this used to be just green land, late 60s, early 70s. And I'm not going to walk too far. I'm going to talk to the camera now. And if you look carefully, and you need to go where the sun is, and see if you can spot what you can't spot. Here's a clue. There's a clue to something. And because of this winter sun's ultra bright, isn't it? So we'll go to the end of the road here. And can you spot anything that's highly unusual? And there are not many. Let's go back down there where I've just walked. Go here. Let's see before I say if anybody can spot what you can't see. So Rash is tying me up in knots. And here's another clue. Here's another clue to what is going on this entire estate here. Let's just look to the sky and tell me what you can't see. Okay, sorry. Every lamppost we're having a sniff. Lovely all these trees. Here's another clue. And we'll go left here in a minute. I've got the sun behind us. What is so strange about this estate? Here's another one. Well, I'll let you into another secret. If you live in Manchester or in Trafford, so if this car to pass me, I'll show you something else as well, which you may not know, especially if you're if you live local to me. So here's another clue. But Trafford lampposts have a gold band on them. So if you see a lamppost, you know you're in Trafford Council because they have the gold band on. I bet not many of you knew that. Right, come on, Russia. Right, so we'll walk down to the bottom of that's called Briney Avenue in Hale. So looking up there, and then walking down here, lovely trees. And get to the bottom of here. I'll tell you what you can't see, and you'll be surprised if you haven't spotted. I wonder how many of you are going to be able to comment below to what's going on. Right, there's another clue. Rasher's just in a slow motion. There's another clue. So, this estate, did you notice, has not got any telegraph poles. None at all. All the telecommunication cables, everything, is run underground via ducting. So this whole estate, you won't see any wires overhead. How unusual is that? Now, have you got an estate like that near you, or are you on one of these estates where the telecommunication companies are coming in to put Wi-Fi, and they are just randomly every few yards putting up telegraph poles that they don't need permission for, creating an absolute eyesore? It's causing a lot of problems with a lot of estates at the moment with some of these telegraph poles that are going up. But for now, this entire estate doesn't have any telegraph poles, no overhead cables. Everything is fed through ducting underground. There you go. Right, let's finish Rash's walk off. And the blackbird just landed right above my head. Can you see him there? All the holly and the berries. Hello, blackbird. You can see him. Can you see him? Hello. That's really weird. He's watching me. Oh, he's eating the berries. He's actually eating the berries. Don't know if you can see him or not. You can see him there, having a bit of a feast. So, we're going to make some tea tonight. We're going to have a bit of a concoction from some leftover chicken and stuff. So yesterday we had a roast chicken. That was the meat which I've shredded by hand, taken off it. Got some cauliflower and some broccoli left over, and I've just sliced up some fresh mushrooms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up the wok and put the chicken, veg, mushrooms in, give it a bit of a stir fry, and then I've got a black bean sauce, add that, and then once that's done, just really simple, I'm just going to have some Blue Dragon white noodles, stir fry that, all done, dead quick, dead simple, and using some of the leftover food. Got some prawn crackers. So these are really old, to say to Sandra, I don't know how old these are, but you can make your own. So this is another wok. Super quick, super easy. Let's put a couple into the, and here we go. And yeah, make some of those up, and I'll come back in a minute when I've got some in the wok. And then, as I say, when Sandra gets home, she's got another nice meal ready for her. Say that chicken is cooked, but I'm just going to just give it a quick fry with those mushrooms. Then we'll lob in a cheat sauce, just a straightforward black bean sauce. I'll let that simmer for a couple of minutes. Prawn crackers are done for me. Sandra can do herself some when she comes in. So there's your first lot of noodles in. It's quite a big pan actually. I'm going to get some more noodles to go in. All broken up, let that go over. And just let that cook for literally a few minutes. As I say, the chicken was already cooked, the broccoli and cauliflower was already cooked. It was just the mushrooms that we need to fry off a little bit earlier. That's all looking good, isn't it? Just keeping it going. Love the wok. We've got some from a Chinese grocery shop, some soy sauce. Going to put a splash of that in. And then I'm just going to add in just a tiny bit of oyster sauce. Again, get these from a Chinese supermarket. Stir fry that away, and that, my friends, is how to do a really simple, quick and easy stir fry food using leftovers. That just cost literally a couple of quid, and there is probably 4 portions here, so I'm not so sure whether next time Sandra's seeing her mum in the next day or so, but we'll save a portion for Sandra with that, and that's looking wonderful, isn't it? Look at that. Okay, so I think I will wrap this vlog off here. So that was a walk with Rasha, some useless information, or maybe some information that wasn't useless, a very unusual housing estate near where I live, and how to do chicken black bean Chinese stir fry sauce with some noodles and prawn crackers. So simple to to do, and it tasted nice. I've actually eaten mine. I just want to give a great big thumbs up to you guys out there. If you're a new subscriber, if you've not already done so, you can subscribe down there below. That'd be absolutely wonderful if you're able to. And for everybody that gives their continuous support by watching and liking our videos. Great big one of them from me to you, and also from Sandra and Rasha. Look after yourselves, everybody. Take care, and may every day be a jolly day in your life.